Now, this would be a lot easier if Senator Mark Obenshain consisted of all 20 or 40 that we need in the Senate. The problem is there's only about a dozen, and that has nothing to do with party lines. But let me tell you something. Some of these taxes that you've heard about out here, you guys heard about this phone tax? Yeah. They want a tax. Liberals are going to tell you it's only 18 cents. It's only 18 extra cents on top of that extra 18 cents you pay on gas, on top of your utility bills, on top of every other tax they got out there. And like this gentleman said earlier, some folks can't even afford the taxes we have now. How are we going to pay more? We can't. We can't. So this phone tax they've got, they call it a fee. They call it a fee. And if it's a fee, I guess that makes it okay, right? Well, that's what they say. The only problem is, it's not a fee. It's a tax. The state code of Virginia calls this E911 fee a tax. So if the politicians over here think that the state code's wrong, then I guess that means there's a lot of folks in prison glad that they're not really convicted of burglary. It was only borrowing. Yeah. Right? We've got to stop this phone tax. Of all the taxes that they've got out there, this one's the most atrocious. Because it is. It's a tax on every phone line, cell phone hard line, fax machine, on a wireless internet card. If it's got a phone number, it gets taxed. And it was originally set up to pay for the 911 call centers. Well, I don't have a problem with that personally. That's what you pay it for. It provides a service. The problem is they expanded it to other things. And they expanded it to a worthy cause, death benefits for those who were killed in the line of duty. But we think that ought to be paid outright by the general fund, not by some hidden fee, hidden tax. See, there I go. They got me saying it now. Not some hidden tax that people don't understand where the money's going to. But they've even expanded it beyond that now. Now it's going to pay for state park employees to have pensions and death benefits. It's getting out of control, folks, and the only way they're going to know it is when you walk up this hill and tell them. One person who's been going around Virginia with us, and I know a lot of you have seen us, Americans for Prosperity, at the bus tour, hands off. How many of y'all came to the healthcare rallies? That's wonderful. Let me ask another question. How many of y'all here, don't be embarrassed, raise your hand, how many of y'all are coming out to something like this for the first time this year? A lot of you. Good for you. Good for you. That's worth a round of applause. Keep at it. Stay at it. One guy who's fired up about this, and he's been making the trips with us, and he understands what taxes do to working Virginians. He understands what increased taxes do to small businesses, the people who provide our jobs, is my friend, and no stranger to AFP, Tito Munoz. Ladies and gentlemen, Tito.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me in this fight. Most people think that we're talking about a tax, or we're talking about more spending. But I look at it a different way. Even that is a tax and it's more spending from government, I think in a way of government taking our liberties and our freedoms. And why I say that? Because every time the government is diminished, the economical power that you have, the economic power that you have is being diminished little by little by every tax that they impose on us. And they are diminishing the opportunity for you to provide on your own to your families. They are trying to get into the business of private industry. We know about the healthcare that's going on in Washington. We know we have to stop that. And that is what the General Assembly probably is thinking too. They are in the same philosophy of socializing America. They are taking a path that is a dangerous path. There are people in government who I call them the dark side of the Constitution. Correct, the American Constitution. George Washington says so. I went to Montpellier and I went to Monticello. I went this past weekend to kind of like a spiritual revival. So I have more fire to fight back to the government take over our rights and our freedoms. And I'm going to tell you, I have seen this kind of rights and freedoms taken away from people. In Latin America, socialists are taking every freedom and every right of people. That's why I'm here. Because at one point in life, I couldn't fight anymore. My life was in danger. And I had to come to America. I'm very grateful that I'm in America. I'm very grateful for this country. This is the greatest country in the whole world. And we're going to make sure they continue being that country. Now, one of the things that they do is they destroy people's opportunities. People's opportunities to take care for themselves. People opportunity to have their own business. People opportunity to create new jobs. And these taxes and all this spending that they do is a burden on the opportunities that the future of our children and the grandchildren not going to have in America. So I already received those opportunities. And I say to many Americans that are waiting for a handout, I say that I came here to America with no money, no English, and no family. And this country provides to me those opportunities. Yep. The American dream for everybody is alive. For many people could be having a house, having a car, having a business, going to college, whatever. I had all those things before I became an American citizen. I had all those things. For me, having liberty and freedom is the American dream. And I'm here fighting for that freedom. So please, join us. We know the enemy. We know who they are. And the only way that we're going to take care of our nation is to fire the people that are against our Constitution. I am a small business owner and I hire people. And when people do not do the job that they're supposed to do in my company, I fire them. And it's time to fire the people that are not doing the people's job. Join me in this fight. We're going to work hard because they already have a path down there. They already have many Americans confused about what this country should look like. That's right. They have created a country of a lot of people dependent on the government. Yes. And those people have sold out their freedom for a welfare check, for a Section 8, for food stamps, or for whatever else they think they have sold it. You're right. I prefer to be a poor man and have my liberty and freedoms than be an independent American. I did not came to America to lose my liberty and my freedom again, and I will not do it again. We know the enemy. We know the people who are going to take our liberties little by little, either by spending money or even by implementing policies that are going to take over our private industry or our money or our future or our education or our healthcare system or whatever they do. And those people have to get out of their way. Yeah. So please, God bless you. God bless our country, and let's keep this fight on. Thank you.